Hello everybody, and today we are going to look at adverbs of frequency, and these words show how often we do something, and at the highest degree we have 100%, and the lowest degree we have 0. So it goes always, almost always, usually, often, sometimes, hardly ever, almost never, and never. So for example, I'm a teacher. I'm an English teacher, so I always speak English in class. I almost always take roll to see what students came to class. I usually give homework. I often give quizzes. I sometimes play games in class. Right? I hardly ever show a video in class. And I almost never take the class outside, and as a teacher, I never sleep in class. So that's an example of how we use these words. Now, there's a couple things that we should go over with adverbs of frequency. The first is if you use it with be, it goes after. So it goes be plus adverb of frequency. So for example, he is always late. She is never on time. It is usually cold in the winter, right? So if it's a simple tense with be, the adverb of frequency goes after the verb. But with other verbs, all other verbs, it's the opposite. It goes in front. So here we have adverb of frequency plus the verb. So he always wears a suit to work. She sometimes takes the bus. They never offer to help. Now, one thing that I thought we would go over is some of the words are special. So sometimes, usually, and occasionally, these kind of are all similar in meaning, but also they can switch places. So here, sometimes can go in front. Sometimes he wears a tie, or he wears a tie sometimes. Or usually we eat at 6. We eat at 6 usually. So these words can go in the front or at the end of the sentences, but the other ones cannot. So anyway, so let's look at some problems. Here's our problems. What you want to do is, can you change, so we want to put the word in the correct place. So let's put the word in the correct place. So the first one we have is never. So I cook dinner for myself. So never would go before the verb. I never cook dinner for myself. So how about number 2? It is hotter. Should be in. Let's go ahead and change that. It is hotter in June than May. So we want to use always. So remember, it goes after the be verb. So it is always hotter in June than May. And what about sometimes? How about this last one? We play tennis on Saturday. Now there's 3 places you can use it. First, we sometimes play tennis on Saturday, or we play tennis on Saturday sometimes, or sometimes we play tennis on Saturday. So remember, usually, occasionally, and sometimes can go in 3 places. And that's it. That's your lesson of the day. As always, I hope it helped.